Blessings, my friends. This is Carissa Jones, and welcome to Blessed Self-Healing. Today we have a little short episode on cancer cells. What do cancer cells do different than regular cells, and what are the needs that cancer cells have that other cells don't have? And all the study and the research and the science behind what can we do, what are the things that people who alternative to conventional treatments, can they add them on? Can we mix and match? How can we help ourselves if that is what's happening to our cells, that they're actually turning and mutating into cancer cells? And here I am to just simply explain to a lot of people that cancer cells look so different in so many different cases. And a lot of the cancer cells don't have a proper cell wall or any cell wall. And how do we then get something to stay in those cells, to work with those cells, to enhance those cells? And the truth is, oxygen is the answer. We know that with any cell that needs help, more oxygen delivery, the more help we can get to that cell. What are some of the methods that we can do to help ourselves with oxygenating or super oxygenating the human body? Hyperbaric chamber is one of the best methods that we know, that proven over and over to anytime we have wounds on our body or cells that are damaged, even to the point of cancer, that if we get into hyperbaric chambers and we bombard our body with oxygen, we'll get improvement. So I'm a big proponent of hyperbaric oxygen chambers, ozone treatments. I think that the more ozone that we put on cells, the more super oxygen that we pump onto those cells. Even breathing oxygen from oxygen tanks is a great way that we can help ourselves. If you're somebody who has been diagnosed from a doctor with cancer, breathing oxygen is something I would highly suggest to do. I'm sure that the doctors already have assigned and sent you home with oxygen tanks. That's just such a blessing, because oxygen heals. Oxygen heals every cell of our body. What else can we do to help ourselves? We can take the radiations of the day, the level 2 of healing that we mentioned, EMF radiation, electromagnetic frequencies, and we can balance our body so that those bombardment of those electromagnetic frequencies are balanced so that our body can heal and take care of itself, and the cells can actually repair themselves instead of break down. And we can take a cell that might not be ready to live longer and energize it a bit so it can do some more good work. Using the MAS mats, MAS mats, they're fantastic. They vibrate the body. Other suggestions that I have are microbial killers, because the cell might be being attacked by parasites. The cells might be being attacked by bacterium, from funguses, viruses. What exactly is happening in those cells, and what could we do for all health, especially if somebody is weakened by cancer? And I suggest that we would take in and use killers for funguses, viruses, bacteria, and parasites. Balance elements that balance the body. Blessed self, our water, that's blessed water for blessed people, is proven to work beautifully to assist your cells in their care of you, in their oxygenation, in their ability to deliver oxygen to every cell. Other suggestions that I have for people that are working and suffering from the cancer is to find out about other clinics. There's the Hope for Cancer. I think that it's a wonderful clinic in Mexico. Tony Rodriguez is a doctor there, spending his whole lifetime flying around the world and introducing you to some therapies that are not even here in the United States, but are actually in Europe and around. There's Delta Institute in Utah, and they use a lot of super oxygenating it's a scientific clinic. They use a lot of super oxygenating methods, to hyperbaric included, to oxygenate your cells. Dwayne Smith runs that clinic, and he's just a fantastic friend and a great scientist, and has spent 18 years studying biomolecular makeup of the cells, cancer cells in particular. Great guy to be on your team. He does a benzene distillation. You could take drops, and those drops actually help break solvents, or the way your body processes solvents. That's a big suggestion that I have. So Delta Institute in Utah is a suggestion that I have for people that are finding themselves with cancer. Anything that we can do to superoxygenate the cell, there's infrared saunas. That's a great suggestion, and many infrared saunas right here in our neighborhood. There's got to be a lot of infrared saunas around your neighborhood. Get in there, do the infrared saunas. Go through if you have any Tesla equipment around. There are people that have Rife equipment around. Royal Rife. Royal Rife is a great scientist who spent a lot of time actually taking on vibrational equipment, bettering these coils, copper coils, sending waves out from these copper coils, and you can sit and experience the waves. Cancer cells that are damaged cells in the human body. Some of the cancer cells don't have cell walls, but we have proven that we can get material and data into those cells, and then we can wash those cells clean, and it's a process of cleansing, as if you're doing a kidney cleanse, or you're doing a gallbladder cleanse, or you're doing any type of cleansing. We can actually wash those cancer cells. So when we use a colloidal product, and there was a wonderful scientist by the name of Kansas right here in Sanibel Island, Florida, and he was proving with the colloidal gold that he could send that colloidal gold into these cells, and it would target cancer cells and actually go in there, deliver oxygen, and eradicate the damage from the cancer. He passed away himself, but the work continues on, and as we're seeing that, we can use different colloidal washes to get inside of cancer cells and to work and deliver oxygen. And that's a project that I'm actually excited to have met some great men that are working on furthering that work and getting the colloidals into the cells, targeting where they need to go, and then delivering oxygen in all cells. That will repair those cancer cells. There's a lot already out there that you can take and do. Please, like I say, contact us, contact other people, further your research. I can't tell you how many clients I have myself changing your mind using biofeedback, using the SCIO, using the EPFX, using the EIS, using the introspect. There's so many wonderful harmonic machines that can work on the human brain, and the human brain gives impulse to heal every cell in the body. If we change our mind, we can enhance our healing. And cancer is just absolutely necessary for you to change your mind so you can enhance your healing. Get help. Get help outside of just the conventional realm. They do a great job, but you can enhance that. You can work together on both sides. We can work with whatever therapies you're getting, continue what works for you and add more on. The more the merrier, the more you support yourself, the more love you give yourself, the more encouragement you give yourself, the better you feel, the more you can do for yourself. With cancer, those are my suggestions. We will have longer segments. There'll be segments on why cancer shows up in the human body, what is actually on a cellular level happening. We'll have some diagrams and you can look through that. And I will be interviewing a good friend of mine, Dwayne Smith, who has spent years researching cancer, and he can take it further with you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Carissa Jones. This is Blessed Self-Healing.